run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock, or maybe some attack.
This team is destined. The Philadelphia Phillies just got spanked around for 3 games up in Queens. I mean, legitimately spanked. They got embarrassed out there. I mean, they looked like little leaguers. You know, Bader's throwing the ball over the backstop, over JT. Pitchers at 0-2 counts, hitting batters. Offensively, they're swinging at pitches in the lefty batter's box. Castellanos, Romuto, just looking pathetic out there. I mean, literally, they looked like little leaguers. They got embarrassed. They got pantsed. They looked like they got pushed down a flight of steps and rolled over and died. This was pathetic. They're frauds. What this series showed me, folks, what this Philadelphia Phillies series showed me today, and the entire series, is that they are frauds. They're fraudulent. They don't show up when the moment's there. They don't show up when the lights are bright. Schwarber, let's talk about Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber has been argued back and forth. Is he the MVP or is Shohei Ohtani the MVP? They're going to look back at series like this, where Kyle Schwarber gave you a big whopping goose egg. He gave you Ugats. That's what he gave you. Kyle Schwarber was non-existent in this series. And an MVP, a leader, a veteran, a guy who's supposed to carry you to the World Series, no-showed in arguably the biggest series of the season. That's pathetic. That's called pathetic baseball. That's what pathetic baseball is. And look, you may say, oh, you're being too harsh on Schwarber. No, I'm not, because I do the same damn effing thing to Harper. I do the same thing to Turner. They all get their fair share of being yelled at when they don't show up in big-time moments. They didn't show up. They didn't show up. I mean, let me break this down for you. The Philadelphia Phillies offense tonight, game 3 of the 3-game set in Queens, got a whopping 5 hits. 5 hits. They got 4 hits against a rookie who's making his 3rd start. And he went 8 innings against you of no-run baseball. You got pantsed. You got spanked. You are embarrassing. That's what you are. You're an embarrassment to the city of Philadelphia. It's so embarrassing. You know, and Taijuan Walker, let me tell you a little bit about Taijuan tonight. Before I get into Taijuan, welcome on in, everybody, to Broad Street Sports, your home for the best Philly sports talk every single day and unfiltered. I mean, we're keeping it unfiltered tonight. Oh, really? So welcome in to Broad Street Sports. It's unfiltered here. This is the Phillies post-game show. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. I'd greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. We talk Philly sports here every day. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. You guys want to call into the show, 215-839-8246. That's the number to get in. And today's show and every show here on Broad Street Sports is brought to you by Scola's Perfect Scoop. South Philly's home for Sundays, ice cream, milkshake, acai bowls, and more for more than 5 years. 2020 Penrose Avenue, the heart of South Philadelphia. That is my go-to spot. I mean, it is. We'll get back into the show now. This was, again, pathetic. All right, look, and I want to get this from everybody because I'm just confused, man. You know, how do you look at this team? Like, this series had to have been circled on their calendar all year. The Phillies had to have had this series circled on their calendar all year. And if you didn't, shame on you, shame on Rob. You knew this was, you know, a division series. This wasn't just a rivalry series. I mean, you were fighting for your division. You're fighting to win the division. I mean, This was a perfect opportunity for the Phillies to show that they're not frauds, that they actually do mean business, and that this is a different year than last year, and that they actually can beat the Mets. You know what they showed me? They showed me that they shy away when the moment's too big. They showed me that they can't hit in big-time moments. They're afraid of beating the Mets, and that they're honestly fraudulent. You were up 7 games in a division prior to when the series started. Now you're only 4 games up in the division. And you show no signs of being able to come back from this. You're showing no signs of being able to do this consistently. You show no signs of being able to wake the bats up. I'm fed up. I'm so done with this baseball team. This was, you got shut out tonight by a rookie. You got shut out tonight by a rookie. Not only a rookie, but a rookie making his 3rd start. A rookie making his 3rd start in professional baseball shut you down. And he made you his bitch. And I don't mean to cuss here on Broad Street Sports, but I'm at the point where we keep it unfiltered here. That guy, the Mets rookie, on making his 3rd start, made you his bitch tonight. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm tired of watching Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos missing fastballs right down the middle. I'm tired of all these guys. And look, although I'm trashing them tonight, I do give them their praise. I do talk very good about this baseball team when they do good things. But, damn, man. Damn, you're going right back to your old habits. Nick Castellanos is a stiff. Nick Castellanos, maybe arguably the biggest stiff on this baseball team. He gets up there, not a care in the world. He don't care. He don't care. He don't give a shit. He gets up there, swinging at pitches out of the zone, swinging at pitches in the lefty batter's box. He don't care. Look, Nick Castellanos is arguably the biggest stiff on this team, man. And we know with Nick Castellanos, there's a lot of peaks and valleys with him. It happens. That's how he is. We know it. That's how he always is. He's inconsistent. There's a lot of peaks and valleys with him. But, dude, when is he going to turn it back on, man? When is he going to turn it back on? He's a stiff. He's a stiff. Let's get into Taijuan Walker tonight. I'll tell you this. Taijuan Walker didn't pitch bad. He didn't pitch that bad. Obviously, he had that really bad inning there. But other than that, he worked out of that jam. I mean, remember, there was runners on the corners with no outs in the 3rd. And he worked out of it. Taijuan Walker worked out of it. You know who couldn't work out of it? Christopher Sanchez. You know who arguably couldn't work out of it last night? Jesus Luzardo. This team is so infuriating. They're tough to predict. And you know, look, I'm going to tell you this. You know what? You know where this series went wrong? This series went wrong when Bryce Harper strolled in the Citi Field wearing his quote-unquote Mets rivalry pack. That's when it went wrong. Remember 2023 NLDS, the attaboy Harper with Orlando Arcia? It gave the Phillies something to fight for, gave them something to play for, and beat the shit out of the Braves for. Yeah, well, that's what the Mets did to you tonight and this entire series. They saw Harper strolling in his quote-unquote Mets rivalry pack, and they said, oh, screw this guy. This guy wants to try and troll us. This guy wants to be a big asshole. Well, we're going to make him an asshole. and they beat you down. They spanked you around for 3 games. That's where it went wrong. I'll tell you, that's exactly where the series went wrong. When Bryce Harper decides to stroll in and Mets gear, Mets rivalry pack. Oh, I'm done. I don't get it. I don't get this baseball team. The Mets have more heart. The Mets have more fight. The Mets just want it more. It's just, it's tough. It's tough. And as somebody who watches the Phillies every single night, I'm so tired of the fans that are like, oh, we'll be okay. It's all right that we lost to the Mets. It's okay we got swept. It's okay. No worries. Everything's going to be okay. You don't actually watch the games. You don't actually see that this team has no fight, that this team has no heart, this team has no intensity and no urgency. If you actually watch this team every single night, you would realize that Rob Thompson has no fight, has no urgency, has no will to win. I'm tired, and I've been a Rob guy, but I'm tired of Rob Thompson not showing up, not defending his players like he should. That's what I'm tired of. So the fans that don't watch their team every single night, they don't watch this team lose. They don't watch this team pathetically lose an AB. They don't understand that you don't have it. You don't have it. This team doesn't have it. Whatever the Dodgers have, whatever the Brewers have, whatever the Mets somehow friggin' have, the Phillies don't have it. The Phillies don't have that killer mentality. The Phillies don't have the mentality. They don't have the fight. They don't have the urgency to be, hey, we're down in the game. Let's start to crawl back. Oh, we're playing our division rival, trying to win the series, trying to win the division. Let's put them away. Let's put the nail in the coffin. Let's kill these guys. The Phillies don't have that killer instinct. The Dodgers have it. The Mets somehow, some way have it. The Brewers have it. The Reds are starting to get it. All these other teams are starting to get killer mentalities. They're starting to show up when the lights get bright. They're starting to play very good baseball. You know who's not playing good baseball? The Phillies. The Phillies ain't giving you their best. And here's the thing. As much as I'm trashing this Phillies team, it feels great to trash them. But as much as I'm trashing this Phillies team, I don't know if this is who they are or not. I know I'm not bought back into this baseball team. I know this baseball team isn't going to win a World Series. But deep down, I don't know if this is actually who they are. I know that they're better. Look, I know that they're better than the way that they played in this series. I really don't believe that they're as bad as they played in this series. They're not great. They're not completely awful. I just don't know what the Phillies are exactly. Because I've seen them play very good baseball. I've seen them show up in big-time moments. I've seen them put hits together and crawl back into baseball games. I've seen them do it. But the problem is they can't do it consistently. And that's where, of course, we run into, the issues. Because you don't know what this baseball team is. The fact that you got smoked, pantsed, and just rolled over and died versus your division rival in Citi Field. And you come out and play like that. You come out and play pathetically, uninspiringly, annoyingly, like little leaguers. Freaking pathetic. Let's read a couple comments here. Of course, you guys want to call into the show, 215-839-8246. Number's also on the screen. Highlight hitter says, Phillies stink. Can't win in Citi Field. I don't know what the issue is. Brandon Hahn says, go Cubs. Oh, yo, Ryan, season over. I don't know if the season's over, but this team ain't going nowhere. Philly's getting embarrassed with just a little bit more than a month until Red October. Yeah, it's just maybe this is who they are. Maybe they really are frauds. Maybe they really don't have that killer mentality. Maybe they really don't want to consistently win. Whatever I keep saying, whatever the Mets, the Dodgers, the Reds, the Brewers, the Padres, whatever those teams have, the Phillies don't have it. They're nowhere near have it. Pathetic. Let's go, Mets. This guy says, yeah, well, the Mets are right back in this division. Let's go, Broad. Dalton Holland, what's up, man, from 302 Birds podcast. Everyday Phillies, the Mets rookie was throwing wiffle balls. Yeah, I mean, the Phillies can't hit it no matter what. The rookie is Nolan McLean, and he's going to be a star. Get used to him. Yeah, well, he's been a star. He's been a star. Bad. Okay, so this guy's chirping Rob Thompson. Let's see what he's saying. Rob, we did some good stuff today. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that irks me about Rob. Not only does he not fight for his players, but like he seems so clueless. He seems so out of touch with reality. That's the biggest problem with Rob, man. He seems so out of touch with reality. Every post-game you just got spanked. You just got demolished, embarrassed, killed by your division rival, swept. And your manager is saying, yeah, well, we played some good games. Yeah, well, we did that. We did whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, we did a lot. We played good baseball. The guys just got to get it together. Grow up, Rob. Get with the friggin' program, Rob. This is the 2007 Mets in reverse. Yeah, remember this. The Mets in 2007 were up however many games in the division. The Phillies came back and won that and won the division in 2007. So, I mean, this is essentially that same thing. Veterans are supposed to beat the shit out of the young, inexperienced pitchers. We made him look like a Cy Young, and we can continue to do that. Here's the thing. I get that, and I fully 1,000% agree with that statement right there. But remember 2 weeks ago, two weekends ago when we had that 4-game set in Washington, and Saturday in that series, we faced Cade Cavelli, and Cade Cavelli looked like a Cy Young. He shut us down. He held us scoreless. The Phillies have such a hard time against pitchers they've never seen before. They have such a hard time facing teams that they should beat. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but this Phillies quote unquote experience lineup, experience roster, they don't show up when the moment's bright. They don't show up when the team needs them. The veteran leaders on this team are supposed to beat the shit out of rookies, out of guys. They are supposed to. That's what they are paid to do. That's what their job is. That's why they are called veterans. Bad. Only 4 games back in the division. Yeah, it's just like, and I'm going to have the people on Twitter. I'm going to have the people that are commenting on YouTube after the show's over and whatever the case is. People in my Instagram and TikTok comments when I post clips. Oh, Philly fan overreacting. Oh, we're still 4 games up in the division. 4 games up in the division, the way that this team's playing could be over by the weekend. It could be over by the weekend, by the end of the weekend. 4 games up in the division. You're playing the Braves now in a 4-game set. The Mets continue to win baseball games. Dude. The Mets continue to win baseball games. Phillies do not. I mean, the Phillies have a 4-game set against the Braves coming up. They're 4 games up in the division right now, and the Mets have a 4-game set against the Marlins. So the Mets get to play the Marlins, and the Phillies have to play the Braves. Now, I get it. The Braves aren't that good this year. But they may beat the shit out of the Phillies. They may beat the brakes off of us. That is how bad this team's playing. That's how good every other team plays and feels when they play the Phillies. I offensively tonight. I mean, offensively, the entire series was just beyond pathetic. You looked like little leaguers. I mean, Realmuto, Castellanos swinging at pitches in the lefty batter's box. Can't lay off the outside slider. I mean, the base running was horrendous. I mean, tonight they got 5 hits. They strike out 7 times, and they left 4 guys on base as a collective unit. 4 guys on base as a collective unit tonight. And Taiwan went 5 innings with 3 strikeouts. I don't know what the hell is going on. It feels so bad, man. We lost Wheeler now, so now it's time to hit the panic button. And here's the thing. I was always like, hey, this Phillies team is still, quote-unquote, capable of winning a World Series without Wheeler. But now it's looking more and more evident that they're not, and they can't. And that's not good. That's not good. I mean, shit, man. I don't know. I as somebody who watches the Phillies every single night, I don't know what's wrong with them. I can't figure it out. I don't understand why you can't win in Citi Field. I don't understand why you can't win when the lights are bright. I don't understand why you no-show in the biggest of moments. I just got done talking on 302 Birds podcast via phone. That's fire, bro. That's great. Thanks for coming on my show after theirs. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining up. Guys, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Please, please, please. I greatly appreciate it. The Mets were 4 games up on August 27th, 2007, and guess what happened? The Phillies won the division. So, as I continue to say, is the season over? No. Do I feel good about this baseball team? Absolutely not. Are the Mets potentially probably going to win the division? Yeah. That's just where we're at, folks. That is just where we are. But I'm fed up with this baseball team. I'm so done, man. I mean, like, the Phillies literally got spanked for 3 games. And you know what the series showed me? It showed me that they cannot face the Mets in the postseason. The Phillies running the Mets in the postseason, over. Done. Ugats. It's over. You're done. Hasta la vista. Season's done. I don't get it, man. Bohm tonight with 2 hits. Harper with 1 hit. And Turner with 1 hit as well. That's just, I don't know. I don't know. You get to a point, and if you watch my show from Monday night, the first game of the series, I was screaming the whole show. Last night was a little bit better. I mean, I was still upset. I was still screaming. But you get to a point like tonight where you're just done screaming. You're done with all that. You're just flat out embarrassed. You're embarrassed. I feel bad. I don't actually feel bad. This team makes it hard to root for them. And like, and I said this last night. So if you guys were on the show last night, what I said was I was like, even when the Phillies came back last night with that Bader 2-run blast, you had the feeling that the Phillies weren't going to come back. You had the feeling that the Phillies had nothing left in the tank. The Mets were still going to win the game. It didn't matter. That's the feeling that you had. It's the exact feeling that you had. I mean, but anytime you turn this Phillies team on anymore, the National Series, this series versus the Mets, it just constantly feels like they don't have it. They're lacking something. They're lacking a lot of different things, and it is killing this baseball team. And again, I can't even scream. I don't want to scream. I just want a baseball team that is consistently enjoyable to watch, because you have a series where, oh shit, this is much watch baseball. This is, you have to go in, you have to watch them. You know, they're great. They're going to go win a World Series. I mean, you have those series, but then 90% of the time it's series like this, where after the series is over, after every game, they make you feel like crap. They make you feel like crap. And here's the thing, even if the Phillies did win tonight, it wouldn't have done anything. It wouldn't have made me feel better. It wouldn't have made me feel differently in the slightest. It really wouldn't have. I mean, you still got spanked. You still got crushed. You still no-showed in a 3-game set against your division rival, your biggest rival. You no-showed. Your players no-showed. Your coach no-showed. Your pitching no-showed. That's it, man. That's all I got. But thank you guys all for tuning in to the Broad Street Sports Phillies post-game show. You're home for the best Philly sports talk every single day and unfiltered, and we kept it unfiltered tonight. Today's show and every show here on Broad Street Sports is brought to you by Skola's Perfect Scoop. Their logo is right up here on the top of your screen. They sponsor today's show and every show on Broad Street Sports, South Philly's home for Sundays, milkshakes, acai bowls, and more for 5 years. 2020 Penrose Avenue, the heart of South Philly. Go check them out. Skola's Perfect Scoop. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Please, please, please. I'll greatly appreciate it. Send this to people you know. You know, we all feel the same way. We're all upset. We're all fed up. We all cannot stand what we just watched. And that's where we're at with this baseball team. That's where I'm at with everything. That is exactly where I'm at with everything. But thank you guys all for tuning in. I really love and appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. I will see you all very, very soon. Make sure when you guys hit subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when I go live, because we have great shows just like this every single night. And hopefully tomorrow night in this Brave series goes a little bit differently than it did tonight and in this series versus the Mets. But thank you all for tuning in. I really love and appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you guys have a great night, and I will see you all very, very soon. Harper has been absolutely insane. I'm ready to run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock, or maybe
This team is destined